Guys, we've reached the final day here in Israel. We are at Sheva right now, and we're gonna tour the city. So it has rained overnight and this morning, and this is the first rain since April and Passover, and it is October right now. It's pretty crazy, the weather here in Israel. So here is the entrance to the city. It would have been blocked by massive walls and gates and a tower for firearms like arrows and everything, but here is a well just outside the city, and we calculated it is 229.6 feet deep, basically 230. Isaac was believed to have come to Beersheba to find himself a wife, and many scholars believe this is the well that is mentioned in the book of Genesis. We are just entering the city walls, and this is a drainage channel right here along this rocky path that would have led into the main city. Here is the entrance square just inside the city walls, which are right here, and this is where everybody would have met and had parties and lots of fun. And here's the peripheral street here at Beersheba, and this would have been used for many disabled people. This is an interesting part because the governor's palace was on the edge of the city when it usually would have been in the middle, away from where armies would have attacked and everything. So that's really interesting that he put it. This would have been your main central area in Beersheba, where all the streets and markets would have been, and people would have lived. As you come over here, you come into the basement house where people would have kept all their goods that need to be cold, and there's a residential quarter and one of the walls. I am entering a modern made tower to get a view over what Beersheba looks like. And here's the view of Beersheba. It's not a large city, but it's definitely a popular one in the Bible. In Beersheba, they would have had plenty of grains and water to be kept. So they would have kept hundreds of jars in this 600 square meter area for seeds, water, and any flour. We have left Beersheba and are now at the Valley of Elah, which is where David killed Goliath with a sling. So some Bible scholars believe that Goliath had a growth tumor, so he would grow really large. They say he was 9 feet tall, and it would actually limit your vision and your peripheral. So when David struck him, he could have been disoriented and everything. It took him a while to get back to his normal self, and then David would have killed him. So Jerusalem is that way, and that's probably where the Israelite army would have been, and Philistine would have been over there that way, and they would have gathered. The plain is where they would have fought, and it was one-on-one combat. Well, that's it for the Valley of Elah, but let's head to our next destination. Hey guys, we're back in Jerusalem now. We're visiting the Garden Tomb, which is another place which was believed to be Jesus' death and resurrection site. So we've gotten a free tour guide because they're all free here, and we got mass going on in the back here at the Garden Tomb, but we're heading to what they call Skull Rock, which is another place that might be the site of Jesus.
Golgotha.
Yeah, it's called Golgotha in Hebrew, but it's so believed to be another site where Jesus was crucified. Here's Skull Hill, and that is the rock, which if you look at closely, it looks like a skull. So the Romans would crucify their criminals by a roadside so that everybody could see them, and Jesus would have been crucified over there if he was crucified in this area.
Gathering for the main.
This is in wine press area, and this used to be an orchard, not a garden, when Jesus was put in the tomb. Down here is where they believe Jesus was buried and resurrected, inside that doorway. Where they believe Jesus would have been laid. The garden tomb was super pretty and really spiritually moving. This could be a place where Jesus was crucified and resurrected. I very believe that. We just finished our final meal here in Israel. It was great. It was a chicken shawarma. But now we're gonna head to Tel Aviv and our flight to Istanbul and then back to the U.S. This is the house of Simon the Tanner, and Simon Peter stayed here and had a vision of many unclean animals in a blanket, and God saying that he can eat them before heading to Caesarea.
Mediterranean Sea. It's our last few hours here in Israel, so we're about to head home. It's gonna be nice.
Yep.
On the other side of the water is Tel Aviv, and that's where we're headed right now, to the airport.
We began our journey right over there at Tel Aviv, which is right there, and we will end it at the same spot right here.
Party!
We're going back to the U.S. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe.
See ya!